Hello students, welcome to today's class. Yesterday we have discussed how to locate the image formed by a plane mirror in the case of a point object. Now we will see how to draw the image of an extended source by a plane mirror. See how to draw the image. So first of all, we draw the plane mirror. So this straight line, it is a plane mirror. Then, in order to show the silvered surface, we draw this way a zigzag line. So this shows that this surface is silvered. Now we keep an extended object. So keeping an extended object. So this is an object. So it is an extended object. Suppose that I give a name for this object as XY. Then object's name is given as XY. Now we have to locate the image formed by the plane mirror. How does this image will look? So here, for locating the image, for drawing the ray diagram, from one point we have to draw two rays starting from the same point, and both these rays will be reflected by obeying the laws of reflection. So from the point X we have to draw two incident rays. They will be reflected by obeying the laws of reflection. From the point Y also we draw two incident rays making different angle of incidence. So that rays also will be reflected by obeying the laws of reflection. Here I tell you a simple technique to draw the ray diagram. Actually, so how much in front this point X is kept, that much same distance behind that point X. The point X is this much in front, so that much behind straight we mark this point. And how much in front this Y is there? That much behind this point Y. So this is only a technique to draw this ray diagram. So means from the mirror, how much in front X is there, that much behind we mark a point. From the mirror, how much in front this Y is there, that much behind we mark a point. Now from point X we draw two incident rays making different angle of incidence. See, from point X I draw one incident ray striking at this point. So it will be reflected from the mirror . This is one incident ray, and so this reflected ray should appear to go through this point. So this is a reflected ray. This reflected ray on producing backward, it will appear to go this point. This is the reflected ray. So one more incident ray I draw from the same point. This is the incident ray. Then this is reflected ray. So this reflected ray should appear to go through this point. This is the second reflected ray. From the point X, I have drawn two incident rays. This is one incident ray. This is another incident ray. So this is for this incident ray. This is the reflected ray. This reflected ray on producing it should appear to go through this point. For this reflected ray on producing backward go like this. Both these reflected rays appear to meet at this point. So this is the image of the point X. So I have given name as X dash. And in the same way, from point Y also I draw two incident rays. So this is one incident ray. Then it should appear to go through this point. This is a reflected ray on producing backward. It should. This is like this. And from that point, I draw one more incident ray. Then this is reflected, and this reflected on producing should appear to go through reflected ray on producing backward. So both of this reflected ray appear to meet at this point. So this point is the image of Y. That name is known as Y dash. Now we join X dash and Y dash. So the image will look like this. So this way we draw the ray diagram of the image formed by a plane mirror in the case of an extended object. Now we see how to locate the position of the image formed by a plane mirror, or what is the relationship between the object distance between object and plane mirror, and the distance between image and plane mirror. What is the relationship? So mathematically we will derive the relationship between the object distance and the image distance. So first of all we draw a plane mirror. So drawing the plane mirror. So this is a plane mirror. This is the silvered surface. Then in front of this an object is kept. An object is kept in front of it. So this is an object which is kept in front of it. From the object we draw two incident rays. From the object we draw two incident rays. The one incident ray is coming normally. So this is an incident ray which is coming normally, that is reflected back in the same path. So which is produced backward. Then another incident ray is drawn striking not normally. So this is another incident ray striking not normally. So this is reflected by obeying the laws of reflection. So this is a normal. So this is reflected by obeying the laws of reflection. Such that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So this is also produced backward without any deviation. So this is a reflected ray. Both are produced backward. Both of them appear to meet here. So this point image is formed. So this angle between the incident ray, the angle. So I will give some name O A N. So here I give name as a B. So any name can be given. So this angle between incident ray and the normal is called angle of incidence. Angle between the reflected ray and the normal is called angle of reflection. The angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This is the loss of reflection of light. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So that is the loss of reflection. These two angles are of 90 degree. This angle OAN is equal to angle IAN is equal to 90 degree each. So these two angles are equal. Let it be 1 and 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, each of 90 degree. Then angle I and angle this I give name as 3. Angle 3 and I are equal, alternate angles. Angle R and angle 4. Angle R and angle 4 are corresponding angles. They are equal. Since angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal, angle 3 and angle 4 are also equal. And in this triangle, AN is a common. AN is equal to AN is a common. So triangle OAN is congruent to triangle IAN by angle side, by angle side. Then by CPCTC, OA is equal to IA. So OA is equal to IA by CPCTC. So this is the relationship. Means the distance between the object and mirror is equal to distance between image and mirror. If a man is standing 2 meter, if a man stands 2 meter before a mirror, then his image will be formed 2 meter behind the mirror. So this is the relationship. The next topic is lateral inversion. What is lateral inversion? Suppose that you put a pen in your left side pocket and stand in front of a mirror. Then that will, on the image, that will look on the right side. You put a pen in your left side pocket, and when you stand in front of a mirror and look the image, that pen will look on the right side. This interchange of the left side of the object on the right side of the image and vice versa, that is called a lateral inversion. Then how do we find the laterally inverted image of an object? Suppose word AB. So I write AB, Y. I have written AB. So you can see what I have written, the word AB. Then how do I find the laterally inverted image of this object? Then you just turn the page, and on the page how it will look, that on the other side you see, you make it. So how will you see that you make? So then after, when you look on the mirror, that word AB will look like this. Okay. Now you see the word. See the word ambulance. Ambulance. Then after the lateral inversion, I just to see how does this word ambulance will look. Just to turn the page, then it will look like this. Ambulance, the word ambulance after lateral inversion, it will look like this. Now, suppose that in front of this word, if you keep a plane mirror, if you keep a plane mirror, so before the word ambulance, I kept this plane mirror. Then on the plane mirror you can read the word ambulance properly. So we have seen lateral inversion, and the definition of lateral inversion, and how does the letters look after the lateral inversion. So that is why in the case of ambulance, it is not in ambulance van, it is not written in the proper way. It is a laterally inverted image is written. This is because when an ambulance is coming from behind and on the rear view mirror, it can be read in the proper way. Now we see what are the characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror. The characteristics are image formed by a plane mirror is virtual, laterally inverted, erect, and the image is formed if how much in front an object is kept, that much distance behind the mirror the image is formed. So these are the characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror. When we look on a plane mirror, we are able to see only one image. But when we use a number of mirrors, say 2 mirrors, when we take 2 mirrors and the 2 mirrors are kept inclined with each other, and when an object is kept in between the mirror, then a number of images can be formed. More than one image can be seen. Then in that case, suppose I have 2 mirrors. This is one mirror and this is another mirror. And when we keep an object in between the mirror, in that case a number of images can be formed. And the number of images formed will be calculated by the formula 360 upon theta. And so the number, suppose that the object is kept asymmetrically, the object is not kept along the line of symmetry, that is called asymmetrically. When the object is kept asymmetrically, means not kept along the line of symmetry, in that case the number of images formed will be 360 by theta. Suppose that theta is equal to 60 degree, the number of, and the object is kept asymmetrically, not along the line of symmetry. So you know what is line of symmetry. Line of symmetry will make this line of symmetry will divide the figure into 2 congruent figures. So when the object is kept asymmetrically, the number of images formed will be 360 upon theta. And if the object is kept symmetrically, means the object is kept along the line of symmetry, the number of images will be 360 upon theta minus 1. In this case, suppose that the angle between 2 mirrors is 60 degree and the object is kept symmetrically, the number of images formed will be 360 by 60, which is equal to 6. 6 minus 1 equal to 5. This way we calculate the number of images formed. So when 2 mirrors are inclined at a certain angle, then in that case a number of images can be formed. So we use this formula. When the object is kept asymmetrically, this formula, and when the object is kept symmetrically, we use this formula. Now we see when 2 mirrors are kept parallel to each other. When 2 mirrors are kept parallel, 2 mirrors are kept parallel to each other, a number of images are formed. 2 mirrors are kept parallel to each other. Then how do we draw the ray diagram? Suppose that this is an object. From the object we draw two incident rays from the object by making different angle. So these are the two incident rays which we have drawn from the object. So they are reflected by obeying the laws of reflection. They are reflected by obeying the laws of reflection. These are the two reflected rays. These reflected rays on producing backward we get first image. Then these reflected rays striking on this mirror, then again they are reflected by obeying the laws of reflection. So this is the reflected ray. So these are the reflected rays. These reflected rays on producing backward we get the second image. Then again this is reflected. This comes to this here, and this is again reflected to the other mirror. On producing backward, compared to me, this is the third image. This way, this multiple reflection will take place, and this will be reflected here. Then on producing backward, we will get the next image, and so on. This way, a number of images are formed. This is the ray diagram showing the multiple images formed when two mirrors are kept parallel to each other. When two mirrors are kept at an angle of 90 degree and the object is kept symmetrically, the number of images formed will be 360 upon theta minus 1, which is 360 upon 90, 4 minus 1, 3. So, that case 3 images are formed. Now, how do we draw the ray diagram? In the diagram, you can see two mirrors. One is OA. So, OA is a mirror and OB is another mirror. So, they are kept at an angle of 90 degree to each other. So, here P is an object. From P, the first step of the light rays are falling on the mirror OB. First of all, the light rays are falling on the mirror OB. Then they are reflected in this way. They are reflected. So these are the reflected rays. These reflected rays on producing we get one image. Then it comes to the mirror OB, OA, and from OA it is reflected this way. Then this one on producing backward we get another image. Then from the object in this diagram, the incident rays are falling first on the mirror OB. The light rays first it can also fall on the mirror OA, and the image can be formed here. So that rays are not drawn. So this way 3 images are formed. So how much in front of so see this rays. So the distance between object to the mirror and image to the mirror are equal. So how much in front of this object is kept in front of this mirror, that much behind one image. Then how much in front of this mirror, the object is kept that much distance behind this image. Then this image, how it is drawn, formed, that is already drawn. So this way 3 images are formed. Now the last topic is uses of plane mirror. What are the uses of plane mirror? You all may be looking on the plane mirror before coming to the school for combing. So means it is used as a looking glass. Plane mirror is used as a looking glass. You might have gone to barber shop. So plane mirror is used in the barber shop to see the back of your head. It is also used in the optician's room to increase the effective length of the room. Then it is used in instruments like periscope. It is used in periscope. It is used in a kaleidoscope. It is used in solar heating devices as a reflector. So these are all some of the uses of plane mirror. So today we have seen the topic. So the case of how to locate the image formed by a plane mirror. What is the relationship between object distance and image distance? Object distance means the distance between object and mirror. Image distance means the distance between image and the mirror. They are equal. If a man stands 5 meters before a mirror, his image will be found 5 meters behind the mirror. Then also we have seen when two mirrors are used, then more than one image is formed, and how to draw the red diagram, that also we have seen. And we have also seen the uses of plane mirror. In the next class we will discuss another topic.